End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Curry, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Operating from the gun, Curry, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here you go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Get out. Switch, hey.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Here we go, 47.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Play action now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Come on. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, Curry. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Curry. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third and long. Curry. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Curry trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Curry. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Curry. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Gun! Detroit! Gun!
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, That allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good.
To extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And the Colts coming out now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The final shot before break. Curry. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 38 there on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll run it here. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, that's Mason. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
He's going to get it running right. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And here it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about